powered, batteries included. I did use one of these before, and frankly it didn't last very long. The actual device didn't last. It still had the product in there. The batteries are fine, it just didn't last, but I'll try it again. I'm feeling rushed and I want to get some stuff sprayed. I really want to do hydrogen peroxide today, but I also want to kill as many. The problem with this is it gets oil in it and it's got to be cleaned. I can't just leave the garden when I'm hot and just go. Man, that's terrible. Boy, this stuff stinks. Well, it may not need to be cleaned with hot water if I clean it right away, which is not something I'm very good at, I should say. Sorry, I haven't had enough coffee. Oh, I don't like the way it's dripping. And power. I want to get my grapes. Let's see if I can get you in the camera. I want to get everything, because I got bugs on everything. Boy, they are consuming this little plant. Just consuming, they're everywhere, right up, flying everywhere. I thought I had another bottle in the garage, but I don't. So, we'll just use the rest of this one as well. Oh, there's dirt in there. It's oil, it's coagulated. My goodness, look at that. Maybe I'm gonna cut some of these leaves back. And that's it. I think we're out. I didn't realize my watermelon had a fungus on them. Oh, I should definitely do. I ended up spraying the crepe myrtle with the copper fungicide because I wanted to. It's got powdery mildew and I have some cleanup to do. What a trip. I'm sweating. I'm not certain there's not a white fly flying in front of me, just all kinds of mad. So he can land back on the leaves again. Good morning. Busy morning. I know it's only 73 right now. I think it's going to get to the high 90s. No, I don't want that. Well, you know, I woke up in the, well, did I may have thought about this in the night. Is it hydrogen peroxide today? I've got to control the white flies. What do I do? What do I do? All of it. A limited amount of time, because while it's 73 right now, we're going to have high 90s again, I believe. And or yesterday we had 101, I think. Oh, it was brutal. I'm sweating right now, just spraying all of the grapes, the watermelons, the muskmelon. I did a little bit on my little passion flower, which is just looking awful. I think he might have spider mites. I ran out of neem oil. The container didn't work, the battery operated container. I thought I'd try it. I am so lazy about using my own sprayers, and I have 3 plus the Ryobi, which is power off. You know, I don't have to pump it. But when you get the oils, whoa, not good. The hydrogen peroxide in water, easy, not a problem. Don't even really have to clean it out, to be honest. I don't think so. But the Ryobi, I mean the neem oil, will clog all of them up unless it's cleaned right away. I learned that last year because I had to go into this process of bringing out hot water, spraying, waiting for them to spray, waiting for the hot water to melt the oil, which had coagulated. But I kept running out. I just didn't have enough. You would think a couple gallons would be enough, but there were some lace wings flying around the grapes, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. 1 or 2 lace wings is not going to take care of my white flies. They are just eating the little grape next to me, a Cabernet. Turn the camera just a little bit there. Yeah, this little guy just consuming his leaves. Will they ultimately kill him? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm tired of feeding them. I don't have much time this morning because I did take a lot longer to spray, and I kept looking for other bottles of neem oil. You know how these bottles are. It's about this much you can't get with the regular spray. About that much. It just stops. I don't care which way you turn it. So I always have this little bit of extra. So I was rounding up all those and throwing them in my Ryobi. I discovered my watermelon have a fungus on them as of today. Where'd that come from? I've been watering extra, but not overhead. It's in an area where they're not really, where they're a little bit closer together. I suppose I could trim some out, and I should trim some leaves out, especially the ones that are damaged, and open it up a little bit. You know, if I get 2 less watermelon for doing that, so be it. My crepe myrtle, my little purple guy. Sorry, I keep bouncing the receiver. This little fella got copper fungicide this morning for powdery mildew. I can't stop the powdery mildew on him. He didn't have it last year, and he got moved out into the sun a couple weeks ago, just further out, you know. So it's good. Let's go cup half full. Let's go cup half full. I haven't got to the cup half full part yet, but look at my little carpet roses. Now, you'll remember that 2 days ago they were all bright. But in one day, they just blanched. Basically, I believe they baked. That's not to say they don't have water. They do. I've checked that, and they're on automatic. And the little white ones behind it that look white, which are actually a pale yellow, are the proven winners, Ringo. But anyway, besides that. But the sun was so hot at 101, they just kind of blanched, you know. They just, like, the roses themselves are like, oh, it is so hot. It's really not, doesn't make a lot of sense to move plants in and out for that kind of heat. You can see I could probably just switch them right under there, but, you know, I'll deadhead, maybe. I'll deadhead. I don't know why I'm going to say that again. I'm not sure I'm going to do it the first time. I'll deadhead, and the petals will fall off. I don't really deadhead those that much. And then they'll come back. Just see the little volunteer marigolds there in the left. Where's my thing right there? They're so cute. And they just appeared there, and I was like, sure. If you want to grow in the ground, I welcome you. If you think you can make a hole in this tough soil, you are welcome. I've had to fill the water in those city pickers almost every day, 3 gallons in this kind of heat. They're not on irrigation of any sort, and I was talking to the camera and it wasn't on. I've got to run inside. It may appear to be a short good morning, but I've got a lot of videos that I've already done, things I've done that I had put on video that I had meant to, include in yesterday's video. I was spooked yesterday and it was hot, and it is a reason I didn't move back to Arizona, the heat, from high school when I went into the military. I said, I'm never going back, it's so hot there. And then I was stationed in Tucson, which is just a little bit less hot than Phoenix. But then I said, I'm never going back there after I was reassigned from there to an island in the Pacific. Yes, quite romantic, really. But I did come back to Arizona, the state, although I'm in the very southern portion, which is a little bit cooler. And then it's a little cooler in the north, around the Flagstaff, around the mountains. Well, I say the north, I don't mean the north, I mean the northern part of Arizona. So a little bit cooler there. Maybe not today, but I've got to run inside. Sorry, there were some leaves highlighted by the sun. I was like, I'm there for it. Oh, you're so pretty. I've got to run inside. I took a lot of time spraying and actually trying to find material to spray. So I'll include just lots of videos of things I've been doing, and thank you for having coffee with me this morning. Talk to you soon. Bye. Ran this for 30 minutes this morning, the raised bed, on this weird timer. Then something's not working. That shouldn't be dry. And it doesn't matter if those are dry, but it does matter for everything else. So I'm gonna try running this again. It should have run. It always says it's not, and then I come out and check it and it says it is. Let's see if it is. It's now watering, but I ran it for 30 minutes. I didn't come out and check it because that's not the purpose of this thing being on Wi-Fi. Every other time I checked it, but it is unreliable at best. So we'll see how things go. This is frustrating. You see right at the point of a drip, I do have water coming out and it's showing it's high, so let's hope that it gets around to where it needs to get. So frustrating. This device is just darn frustrating. It's not the device so much as the connection. So warming with ye old pollinators, or shall we say bees. But here's my deal. Nobody's over here pollinating. Oh, there's somebody. Or is that a fly? I need more pollinating on my melons. Come on, guys, pollinate. Look at all those yummy flowers. I know I could self-pollinate. I mean, I know there's a way. I just don't know if I've got the skill for it. I'm gonna have to, because they're so busy with this. You know, what is the theory? You want to attract pollinators so they go to your other plants? Well, guess what? They're not. They're spending all their time on this moonlight sage. Luckily, knock on wood, I don't get bit. Really need to deadhead those. This plant is kind of making it hard to get in there. Didn't even make a sunflower check this morning. I was so rushed. Aww, festive. Loves it. Yeah. So cute. Loves the sunflowers. I've even got some down low. Let's see if I can get that one on camera, or at least figure out where. Okay. So right there's a little tiny one. Let's go round up and find that one. That one. Looking over onto the street, giving everybody a show. Yes, it's getting ready to open up. A little short guy. Some grew taller than others. Oh, so cute. So cute. Of course, down here isn't the best. But, you know, gotta coexist, I think, at this point. The stress of trying to keep the birds off of these was too great. Way too great. So I used my water meter, which you already saw, on everything this morning that I watered. I just wanted to assess. I feel I'm overwatering a few things based on the hundreds. So I just want to see how things were going. I want to make a check of the melon. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, it was just about on the dry side, which means it didn't water last night. It did water last night. Nope, it didn't water last night. I don't have any automatic things set up. We never did make a check of the ants and see how their progress is. See that ant trap? I never got back to you on that. I never really checked it again. I don't see ants crawling up and down these though. So, again, this could be me doing that. Not getting my water regulated enough. I've got one melon fertilized, but I read, I saw on a Tucson gardening Facebook, don't fertilize in this heat. Okay, so I won't. For now, until I'm completely comfortable and have complete trust in this watering system, I've got to come out and check it. Even when it says it's not watering, and it is, because there'll be the times that it says it's not watering and it really isn't. I need more reliable than that. But I do love the Wi-Fi portion of it. Guys got just about bleached out in the sun. In the heat, actually. Sun, I guess. And then you see these, I'll show you. They just kind of got washed out. They've got plenty of water. And did have plenty. You see, they're in the moist zone and they will get some water today. But let's put it in here. I don't want to overwater. They'll get water in a little while. I think it turns on the automatic. And you see the big difference, those in the shade and then these in the sun. Still, these pots are pretty heavy to be moving around. Talk to you soon. Bye.